Microsoft Asia Pacific. We're excited to have you join us today to explore how can you enhance customer relationship in this new normal with a 360-degree view of customer profiling from a unified customer data platform. This is the age of customer, and the customer is king. To retain the customer, organizations must be able to meet their expectations. A study has shown that 95% of buyers are more likely to shop with brands who recognize, remember, and provide relevant offers and recommendations. And yet, in the same study, 65% of these customers are frustrated by inconsistent experiences across channels. The challenge for organizations is know your customer, and with that knowledge, be able to provide a consistent experience across various touchpoints. It's no secret that data is at the core of these challenges and opportunities faced by all organizations today. Data is everywhere, generated at every step of the customer journey and throughout the business lifecycle. And organizations today are actively looking to utilize this data in effective ways. So what is the connection between having a unified customer 360 and delivering more consistent customer experiences across touchpoints? As it turns out, when we touch our customers, we need both tools and data to help us during that interaction. The problem traditionally has been every group sees only a portion of that data and forms their own picture of what the customer looks like. But no one really has the full picture. Just like this picture here, blindfolded men trying to understand what an elephant really is, depending on what they're touching. The challenge at the root of the problem with knowing the customer is that it's siloed. Organizations are focusing on collecting more and more customer data, but the organizations can't use the data due to the inability to unify them and transform them into business insights. This is not a new challenge, but it's becoming increasingly difficult as the data grows exponentially along with customers' expectations. Studies show that only 30% of organizations out there today claim a high degree of making the most of available customer data, while 63% of them, organizations polled, state that at the top of the obstacle to using customer data is the inability to unify it. These data points directly impact organizations' ability to better manage their business. As the companies collect customer data, customers are expecting them to understand their behavior. Today, the expectations are high and still increasing. Power, as we know, has officially shifted to the customer, who expects seamless customer experiences across all platforms and devices. Customers believe that they should be recognized by the company, and the experience should be mutually beneficial and therefore designed with them in mind. If the company collects my data, then they should use all that data to understand when to approach and when not to. Studies show that 91% of buyers are more likely to shop with brands who recognize, remember, and provide relevant offers and recommendations. 81% of buyers want brands to get to know them and understand when to approach them and when not to. While business leaders recognize that they must move fast to become customer data-driven enterprises, they're nowhere close to the finish line. The good news is that much of the data is already being collected by organizations today. The bad news is that this data is typically maintained in separate systems across organizational silos and often cannot be surfaced at the time it's needed to contribute to or enhance the customer experience. Companies that create exceptional customer experiences can set themselves apart. Now more than ever, customer data holds the key to providing a superior customer experience. Organizations that harness customer data for insights achieve revenue gains in the ballpark of 5 to 10%, reduce costs by 15 to 25% within the next 3 years of implementation. With Microsoft, it's now possible for companies to unify customer data across all sources, gain a 360-degree view of customers, and unlock insights that power personalized, memorable experiences across channels by digitally transform their businesses. In this always-on digital world, customer expectations continue to rise. This is even stronger now as the world faces a pandemic, causing habits and behaviors of both businesses and customers to change much faster. Today, business operations from multiple industries